A lawyer for President Donald Trump last week obtained an emergency order from an arbitrator that temporarily restrained former adult film actress Stephanie Clifford from discussing her allegations of an affair with Mr. Trump, according to a copy of the order reviewed by the Wall Street Journal. Attorney Michael Cohen obtained the order after a representative for Ms. Clifford, known professionally as Stormy Daniels, said Mr. Cohen had breached a non-disclosure agreement she signed in October 2016, weeks before the presidential election. Ms. Clifford had agreed, in exchange for a payment of $130,000, not to publicly discuss her allegations that she had a UAL relationship with Mr. Trump in 2006 and 2007. The arbitration order, first reported by NBC News, became public a day after Ms. Clifford filed a lawsuit against Mr. Trump in Los Angeles County Superior Court asking a judge to declare the non-disclosure agreement invalid. In the suit, Ms. Clifford alleged that Mr. Cohen had initiated an arbitration proceeding in late February in a continuing effort to silence her. Ms. Clifford's attorney, Michael Cohen, said Wednesday that the arbitration order has no force because the underlying non-disclosure agreement is void. He also said Ms. Clifford hadn't been served with any notice of the proceeding or been given an opportunity to respond. "We don't believe the order is worth the paper it's printed on," he said. Mr. Cohen didn't respond to a request for comment. Ms. Clifford said in her lawsuit that the hush agreement she signed is null and void because Mr. Trump never signed it, although he was listed as party to it under a pseudonym. Ms. Clifford's lawsuit also alleged that Mr. Cohen breached the agreement when he publicly acknowledged the existence of the pact with Ms. Clifford and that he had facilitated the $130,000 payment in a Feb. 13 statement to news media. The non-disclosure agreement used pseudonyms for the parties, according to Ms. Clifford's lawsuit: David Dennison, or DD, for Mr. Trump, EC LLC, for Essential Consultants LLC, the entity Mr. Cohen used to pay Ms. Clifford, and Peggy Peterson, or PP, for Ms. Clifford. The Feb. 27 order by arbitrator Jacqueline O'Connor listed the parties as EC, LLC and Peggy Peterson, but didn't mention David Dennison or Mr. Trump. When asked Wednesday during a press briefing whether Mr. Trump approved the payment to Ms. Clifford, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said Mr. Trump has made very well clear that none of these allegations are true. She added that the case has already been won in arbitration and anything beyond that I would refer you to the president's outside counsel. She didn't respond to a follow-up request by the Journal for comment Wednesday on whether Mr. Trump knew of the agreement and to clarify her comments that the arbitration, in its initial phase, had been won. Write to Michael Rothfield at michael.rothfield@wsj.com and Joe Palazzolo at joe.palazzolo@wsj.com appeared in the March 8, 2018, print edition as Lawyer One Order to Silence Actress.